You might be asking yourself, what did I just click on? This is Pal Soccer, baby. If you stick around, you'll be enjoying some very real, positive, authentic laughter, all wrapped around the sometimes not so beautiful game. I'm Ty, a dad of 4, coach of 3, and a referee. Stick with me and my awesome weekend, you shall see. Alright, so things kicked off on a Friday night. Normally I like to start with highlights of my kids. This is my daughter Eliana's team. She's on one of the best teams of this day, but check out this highlight right there. That's a soccer dad header. Oh yeah, baby. Always important as a soccer dad that you enjoy the people around you and you have fun on the sidelines. If you're having fun, the kids will have fun. And this has been a really fun season for Eliana's group. We've seen a lot of goals this year. This one actually gets called back. I'm not really sure what got called back for. But either way, it's been a fun season, and right now they're in a place where they might still finish undefeated in Premier 1, which is awesome. You know what else is awesome? Messing around with your kids at halftime. We need more people to get out there with their kids. Here's me schooling my daughter, Luella. Just a quick little pass over to Theo. Theo, you gotta finish this shot. It's the halftime show, bud. Come on, man. People are watching you, dude. So after having a really good first half with a lot of opportunities to score, but not officially scoring, our opposition, Broomfield, actually got on the board first. A nice toe poke here by their forward, slotted in near post, which made the rest of the game a little bit nervy and exciting. Here's Eliana on a corner kick about 7 minutes later, and she smashed it with her left foot. Eliana's actually been a little frustrated with me lately. She's like, Dad, you don't ever show highlights of me or my team on Pal Soccer. I'm like, dude, well, give me some freaking highlights and then I'll put you on Pal Soccer. That was a really good left-footed finish there, Ellie, by the way. Thank you for doing that because they almost gave us another highlight late in the match. We still couldn't score. This is the final play of the game. And that same forward shot it just wide of the post. Ooh, that was nervy and scary. Still undefeated. 2 games left in Eliana's season. Alright, so moving on Saturday mornings, we usually wake up early. If we're available, then Millie and I are going to help out and referee. Here's Millie in the pink. I'm actually in the blue. We're on opposite fields. So many needs out there. If you want to make some money, if you want to get fit, if you want to make an impact on local community, I absolutely say do it, dude. Why not? Here I am talking to one of the biggest community impactors I've ever met. This is John Bills, okay? John is one of the best coaches I've ever met. He played at the Colorado School of Mines, was a standout leader and captain. His son actually goes to the School of Mines now. His wife used to be my manager when I used to get to coach his son, Noah. He's got a daughter that's one of the best players in this state, 2009 ECNL. She'll be a Division I standout, no doubt about it. And his brother actually is like the chief director of operations for the Rapids Youth Club. Danny is amazing. He's got a great family. Anyway, it should come to no surprise to you, with a great coach like John, his team's going to have a great performance. Seems actually playing up a year. That's a nice finish, by the way. Up a year. But truly the reason for most of their success, you have to give it to the coach. Coaches have such an impact on a player's lives. You have no idea how important it is to be a positive role model, to care about the kids in front of you, to encourage them, to inspire them. John, you're doing a fantastic job. Keep up the great work, man. You're making a big difference. Okay, anyhow, when Millie and I finished our matches, we had to actually go to Denver to compete against the Crestmore Crammerhammers. My buddy Brian is actually the head coach. This is an exciting match, too, because so far we haven't let them beat us in the few times that we faced them. But every time we play them, they get better and better. Look at that finish right there. That's a great shot. I believe that girl's name is Mila. She's a standout. Fortunately for us, though, we've got our own version of Mila. We call her Mirabelle. And Mirabelle, such a great season she's had so far, scoring a lot of goals for us. And here's Maple, actually. Look at this save this goalkeeper makes. Maple also has had an unbelievable season. Kids aren't supposed to make saves like that. Off the crossbar. That's incredible. Fortunately for us, just before the half, we were able to earn a penalty. Here's Remy being aggressive with the ball, and then Grace was able to bear it with the right. Second half was full of action as well, but no goals came of it. We ended up coming out with a 2-1 victory, fortunately. Brian, you're doing a great job, man. He's a great coach. Keep it up, B. Good things are coming. Okay, this is where our weekend got a little bit crazy, all right? We got invited to go play bingo with Theo's team. They created like a team event to go to a bingo hall. I was a little bit nervous. I saw this documentary about old people getting addicted to bingo. I didn't want anything to do with any gambling or addictive behaviors or anything like that, okay? But we went to a place called Bingo Loco, and it was anything but bingo, actually. Things got a little bit loco, to say the least, if you know what I mean, all right? I love team events, baby. So, Sunday morning came a little bit quick. And actually, I think I got food poisoning. My stomach was really hurting. Some of the symptoms I had included nausea, vomiting, headache, fatigue. Ugh, it was a rough morning. But I had to get Millie's team warmed up because we got the semifinal match against Harpos, baby. Pre-game speech included but not limited to score more goals than them. Don't let them score as many as us. Win, don't lose, yeah! Well, I'm feeling inspired and like a champion, and so is Dr. J.B. Brunworth with the right-footed shot through a license to the far post. 1-0 to the good guys. Nice finish there, Jamie. Here's Elisa Ozuna dribbling the ball, finding space inside, and she's split the defense over to Anna Banana. Anna Banana on her left to her right, and she's got the goal. What a finish! And if you notice here on the replay, actually, I was the first one to celebrate. Look at me clap my hands. I knew that one was going in before anybody else. Can we see that in slow motion replay really quick? Yeah, pay attention to this. And here comes that clap. Oh yeah, and it's a goal! And then look at these dorks. I don't even know what they're doing out here. What is this, some sort of TikTok trend or something? What do they call it? The 6-7 dance or whatever? Yeah, and it's coordinated. Did they practice that? I mean, gosh, you guys. Okay, anyway, halftime speech. Everybody's looking for me for inspiration, okay? But there's only one thing that's more inspirational than me, and that is the dad that drove all the way from Texas to come out here to support his daughter, and I got the team to recognize that we got a champion in the house. There he is right there. Oh, yeah. Sarah Horniak's dad, what a champion. One day I'm going to watch my kids just like you, buddy. Okay, so second half underway. Part of our game plan was try not to give up set pieces because Harpos is dangerous in set piece situations. And here comes Millie coming hot in. What a tackle that was, but she kind of got fouled a little bit there. But hold up a second. Referee says, eat a yellow card, Millie. Check out this replay. That's a tough one to call. Now, I'm not biased or anything or married to the chick with the white and had 4 kids with her, but in my opinion, I'm going to vote on the side of, I think Black left her path to go shoulder white, and White got the tackle in there. I think that's the opposite way. Our referee did a great job either way, though. He's a really good guy, too. One of the best in the league. So, with not much time remaining in the match, this ball actually played out to Cass, who's on my Tuesday night indoor league, and she fouled our center back, Emily Garnier. What? Hey! Referee, I just gave you a compliment, and then you go and betray me like that? How many pieces of silver did they give you for that call? My goodness gracious. Fortunately for us, we got an awesome team. We were able to keep that second goal out of our net. So we ended up winning 2-1 in the semifinal match, which means we're going on to the finals. Finals should have been this game, actually. This was, in my opinion, going to be the real match. But we'll see what happens next week. Anyway, moments later, I've got to go to my field now to play. And oh, check out the little puppy. He's so cute. Hi, little buddy. Oh, I love you, man. You're a cute little puppy. Who are you? Where did you come from? Where's your pack leader? My goodness. Alright, everybody loves dogs. Dogs are awesome, but you know what else is awesome? Freaking bangers, son. Here's Wolfie sending a dangerous ball to Ross Van Ostel with the left-footed finish in the top corner. Former University of Milwaukee standout. Let's go, Ross. 1-0 to the good guys. Okay, so being down a goal, this is some of the subtleties that referees have to face on Sunday Men's League. A tactic commonly practiced where you attempt to provoke your opposition. Now, in this instance, you didn't notice it there. White is towering over blue, so he's going to get a yellow card for taunting. But let's see instant replay slow motion. You can see that White actually stomps on our teammate Simmons' leg as the referee's not paying attention. And then he says, come on, man, get up. Guess what, though, buddy? That was sucio. That means 30. And you just got exposed by Pal Soccer. You better be careful the rest of the game, man. You're on a yellow now. Fortunately for us, they gave us a lot of set-piece opportunities, and we definitely took advantage. Here's TJ O'Connor, the former Air Force cadet. Actually, he still serves in the reserve, so he's not former. What a strike! And then check this out. Same player earlier that got that yellow, and he's going to, come in hot with an elbow. Come on, man, that's a second yellow, dude. Or a red again. Let's slow this down, and instantly you can see that he's targeting Simmons again. There's that elbow to the throat. Oh my goodness, he is lucky to be on the field. They ended up subbing him off. He didn't come back. He's a very talented player too. Why would you do that, man? Late in the second half, here we go. And it's going to be TJ O'Connor again off the Bryson flick, and he's buried into the right post. That's 2 goals for TJ. Not much time left. And people are asking, Ty, isn't this your YouTube channel? Don't you have any highlights? Yes, thank you for asking. Let me show you my favorite moment of my game. Here I am on the throne, and got those 2 fishes to bite. Let's check out the instant replay. Now, the trick to the fake throw-in is that first you have to target the player that you absolutely shouldn't throw the ball to. Here I point to my teammate Simmons, who's the center back. Why would I throw the ball to Simmons? They think, oh my goodness, it's gold. And they're right. That's my golden highlight of the game. Thank you. Alright, and you might not actually believe this, but the fake throw-in led to a foul that led to another foul that led to the free kick that got us our 4th goal. There's Ross Van Osten again. 4-0 to the good guys, and we're going to the championship. Should make for an interesting video next week. Millie and I both in the finals. Alright, let's get you to what this whole video was about, which was the Sunday Men's League, the dude headbutting the other dude, how we got to this point. Check it out. Millie ended up being my AR on the far side because of an injury that happened earlier in the day, so we recruited her. She'd already played in her match this morning at 9. I played in a match right afterwards. We're both a little bit tired. I wasn't supposed to do this game. I was supposed to do a different game, which I wasn't going to do either, but they needed referees, so I said I'd do it. I got sent to this field because of the drama that was probably going to ensue. I won't talk about that, but I'll refer to the black team as Team Colorado, and how about the green team? We'll just call them Team Denver. Yeah, that works. All right, let's get to the action, and I'll show you just how crazy these men's teams can get. All right, so if I'm going to give you some referee advice as a center on a Sunday Men's League, the biggest thing you could do is be consistent. Here we have a tackle that's a poke through, and then the same tackle on the other side. One player went down, but be consistent, okay? Doesn't matter if you're consistently good or you're consistently terrible. Just important that you try your best to be as consistent as possible, okay? Now, speaking of consistency, I'm going to tell you what, my AR on that far side, AR2, Millie, she is consistently awesome at calling offside and throw-ins as well. Now, the black team here was complaining that she wasn't making the right call, but if you slow it down into replay, as soon as the ball is played, you can see the defender on our near side is keeping that striker on side. Not only is Millie a great assistant referee, but she's also a really good cook, and she's also really good to look at, okay? Okay, back to the game. Sorry about that. Let's get you to our first goal, which came off a set piece. Now, you can see that Denver has possession of the ball. Colorado comes in from behind, and ooh, you can't go through a player like that when they have position on the ball. On the ensuing free kick, left-footed shot to the far post. What are you going to do about that? That's a great finish. 1-0 to Denver. Okay, now this is a moment where things kind of took a turning point in the game for me a little bit, and I wish I would have handled it a little bit differently. Check out this tackle. Come on, man. Hold on a second, dude. Let's see that again. Two-footed lunge tackle. All right, so I've got to make a decision here. I could either give him a verbal warning, I could give him a yellow card, or a red card for violent conduct. I thought about it, and I wanted to keep things chill. I should have gave him a freaking yellow, dude. I let him get away with that. I should have gave him a yellow. You can't show your studs like that, dude. You're lucky I was nice to you. No more grace next time. I promise you that. Now we're going to get to where I show you a little bit of Sunday Men's League antics, okay? The whistle's blown for offside, so Green, you should probably just leave the ball. But here's what he does instead, okay? He kind of instigates a little bit, and he positions himself and then grabs the ball. I don't even know why. Why are you even doing that? And then things just escalate from here. You can see in slow motion. Dude, Colorado guy, what are you doing, by the way? What is this, freaking WrestleMania, man? Like, you leave him alone, too. What does it matter? You're fighting over a ball in an offside position that doesn't make any sense. Green's going to wrap his leg around the Colorado guy, okay? And I'm just watching this in real time as things just continue to escalate. It's like, what is the point of this? What are you guys doing? Why would you even do that? Either one of you guys. Like, you look like children, to be honest with you. And so what I end up doing is I light up both dudes with yellow cards, all right? But what you're going to notice here is you got bullies on the playground. Here's the dude in the orange shoes. He's going to shoulder this player out of my field of vision to come over to talk to me, just escalating things too. I mean, what kind of move is that, dude? That's shady, all right? And then check this out. Here comes a shove over there, which I don't even know why you're shoving him. The dude tossed the ball back because it was offside, was the original call. So why did you just two-handed shove this guy? Like, what is wrong with you? All over an offside call, really? After a couple of minutes of letting tempers chill out, late in the second half, Colorado FC, or Colorado, I should call them, not Colorado FC, to protect their anonymity, plays a through ball to the far side. Decent left-footed strike, got it in the air post. We go into the halftime 1-1 tied up. All right, so at the break, I actually gave this coach, like, plenty of rope that I shouldn't have gave him before the match, because we started the game like 15 minutes late because his team was showing up late. He didn't have his roster ready. You're supposed to make sure that every player has their number organized and detailed with their name. He didn't do that. I told him he better have it done by halftime. So I approached him at halftime. He says, oh yeah, sorry, here's the roster. Oh, I forgot, I couldn't find a pen. I'm like, dude, you didn't find a pen? Come on, man. What's up with this, dude? You've been playing this league long enough. The rules are consistent. You got to have your roster filled out, okay? If you don't fill out your roster the right way, there are serious ramifications, up to forfeiting a match if you try to cheat and use ineligible players. This guy should know better, okay? So anyway, yeah, that's halftime for me. Let's get to the game. Now, when I tell you you're not about to believe what you're going to see, I'm telling you the truth. Here's a goal kick from Colorado, and Denver tried to play an offside trap, but there's no offsides on a goal kick. Put themselves and me in a terrible situation where I believe I just saw a foul, and it ended up being inside the box. Let's take a look at this. Here's the cut from Colorado FC. Now, as a referee, there's actually a lot that you have to watch here. I saw feet getting tangled up, and I saw bodies collide. As you watch on slow motion replay, even there, it's hard to see exactly what happened. Was it a trip? And when we watch it another time, you're actually going to see that Denver did have their leg extended out, but Colorado may have initiated the grab. Denver's arms were also out. It looks like FC kind of went down with them. That's a tough call. I called a penalty nonetheless, though. It felt like the right call to make. I would have called that a foul anywhere on the field. So regardless, you got to live with it, okay? So Colorado steps up and they take the lead 2-1. Lesson here, don't do an offside trap on a goal kick. You put yourself in a bad spot. Moving on here at about the 70th minute, a handful of minutes later, FC Denver forward gets inside and has a nice little move here, makes the defender, gets through, and he's in front of him, gets inside the box, and oh, the challenge from behind, and I call a penalty. Let's take a quick peek at that replay and see why I called it. Now, according to the official IFAB Practical Guidelines, page 80, even if the ball is played first, any fall-through contact that is careless, reckless, or endangers an opponent is a foul. The black team tries to tell me, the AR said it's no foul, it's no foul. I don't give a crap what the AR says. AR is not the one in the middle of the field making the shots, all right? AR's job is to support the head referee, assistant referee. Okay, so as you can imagine, with the score tied, things are just going to continue to boil. There's a player that went down. Well, we'll see here, that player stays down, but it looks like the Denver guy in the green says, get up, and then he has some other few choice words, which you can't really do. So I had to light him up because you're not really supposed to taunt your opponents and say those sort of choice words. So what ended up happening, look at these two guys a little bit later, they're literally playing Ring Around the Rosie with me. I mean, you have the Colorado dude chasing the Denver dude, and they just circled me like, seriously, what are you guys doing? Not too many minutes left in the match. Here's Denver with a shot and a good save from the keeper, but the rebound, oh, and Denver now has the lead 3-2. This game has turned on its head. Final moments, not much time remaining. Check this out. This is Sunday Men's League. What is scissor bicycle kick to clear it out? That was a little bit risky. And oh my, you just kicked a dude. Guy, why would you do that? You were already on a yellow card. Now here's your second yellow, which means, oh, later, buddy. You got a red card. That is the walk of shame that you are doing right now. Ugh, been there, done that before. Not with that kind of style. I mean, that was, you did it with flair there, pal. Yeah, but definitely got myself a red card before. No fun at all. So on the ensuing free kick, here's a shot from Colorado, and you just missed something that I absolutely hate, and there's no room for this at all. Look at number 7 on the black team. He's actually going to sucker punch the green defender right in the stomach. That is what we call violent conduct, and he just got himself suspended. He's caught on camera. Why would you even do that? That dude didn't even do anything to you. And that ends the game, which brings us to our final moment, the closing out. And here's the Denver guy clapping, and maybe he said a little something he probably shouldn't have. I'm not sure, but it results in a chest bump and then goes to a head bump. Yeah, and that, my friends, is, Sunday Men's League, last match of the weekend for me. Just complete craziness and chaos, you guys. Don't be like that. Nothing left to say except for see you next time.